Welcome to Istanbul, home to delicious food and delicious hair transplants. In today's video, we're doing it all, so make sure you watch until the end to see what Dirk looks like bald.
Gonna look like a wrecking ball.
Hello from Istanbul. I am so excited to be here. We landed last night and we're just out exploring for the first time now. And I want to start this video off with a bang, right in with the food. Because when asking our Turkish friends, like, what do we eat in Istanbul? What's the deal? Without a fail, they all mention something called fish bread. In Turkish, it's called balık ekmek. And in this district of Istanbul here, you can find it just about everywhere.
Is this balık ekmek?
Ekmek?
Yeah.
Dürüm.
Durum refers to this one here, the fish wrap, and ekmek, which means bread, is this one here, which is the one we went for. So the fish in question is mackerel. It's grilled, as well as the bread for that matter. While it's all grilling, some onions are fried and then plopped onto that deliciously crusty bread, followed by the mackerel. But that's not all. We've got some fresh salad going on next, and as for the spices, we've got salt, Turkish red pepper flakes, and what my Turkish friend let me know is lemon pepper fish seasoning. Yum. For sauces, they add what I believe is pomegranate molasses. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And finally, lemon juice, which gives this an amazing zing of flavor. And that's it, ready to eat. This looks absolutely delicious. The iconic Istanbul fish bread. It's like really crispy on the outside because they've just been giving it a nice toasting on every single side.
Looks great.
It looks really good. Well, let's see how it tastes.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is so good. I can understand why it's so famous. Like, the bread is just so perfect. It's soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. The salad gives it a nice freshness in there. It's quite citrusy actually. And then the fish gives it like a saltiness. It's light, it's fresh. It's perfect. We're here by the seaside. I can't think of a better thing to eat.
We also have this on the table. What's that?
Oh.
Paprikaschoten.
So there are some guys beside us here that are actually using this. I think they might be locals, so we're just going to follow what they're doing. But basically, they've picked out one of these, and then
have a bite, and then you go.
Oh, it's so juicy. Oh,
It's good.
oh, it's so good. It's quite spicy. That's absolutely perfect to go with it. Spicy and sour, so good. I actually bought a jar of them from a market to bring back home to China. It a little bit reminds me of in China how when you have dumplings, you have the garlic by the table. Kind of is just like breaking up the palate, freshening the palate, a bit of extra excitement in there. Not that this needs more excitement. This is already really delicious, but for a bit of extra oomph, this is really good. I like it.
You know what helps for the spiciness?
What? Oh my god! Oh my god! The cat just jumped on my lap out of nowhere. Here is the cat in question. Kitty wants some fish bread. Kitty knows what's good. It's like, feed me fish bread. So what were you saying? What can help with the spiciness? Chai. We had a lot of tea here in Turkey. I like mine with sugar. Dirk likes his without. And it's something I could have every day.
Me too. And it's also, it's big. But now that I finish it, it's still like, it's light. Like,
yeah, on the stomach.
You don't feel like bloated.
Look at this cat.
Your fish wrap might be gone now.
Oh no! No! So I didn't have to be scared of the cat, I had to be scared of you. After our bread, we went for a walk along the Bosphorus. It's the river that separates Europe from Asia. It's super beautiful. And it was there we came across a stand selling Turkish coffee. My first time trying Turkish coffee, actually.
Enjoy. It's good.
Oh, that is very good.
It is.
It's actually quite sweet, which I wasn't expecting, and very strong, quite like thick.
Are you gonna let the people know why we're here?
Well, I think you should, since this is pretty much a trip for you.
I am here for hair transplant.
Yeah.
It's not crazy.
Yeah,
like
it's just a little bit on the side.
Here and there on the sides, I'm balding a bit, but nothing that can be fixed, I guess. I did some research on the internet and I found out pretty quickly that Istanbul is like the capital of hair transplants. We already saw a couple of guys here in Istanbul, like it's our first day. We saw already some people like with their band-aids and the new hair. So
are you nervous?
I'm very excited, but I'm also a bit nervous about the procedure. I guess you will also see a bit more.
Yeah, we're gonna take you along.
Yeah, so you will see a bit more about like the whole process from the beginning. They need to shave my head, so it will be all gone.
So I am absolutely buzzing. I've only had half of this coffee, but man, I can definitely feel it. I think I need some more food to go on top of the coffee. And I've just noticed that behind here, they have a little stall where they have these like potatoes, and then they seem to be filling the potatoes. This is it here, kumpir. And you can see it has all of these different things that you can put on top. So this is how it works. First things first, he takes out a freshly baked potato, cuts it open and mashes up the insides of it. Then he adds a handful of cheese as well as butter and salt. And now for a turn of events I was not expecting, it's all mashed together to make this cheesy, buttery potato goodness with the most insane texture. But that's just the beginning. Now it's time to go in with the toppings. As this is my first one ever, I asked him to add a little bit of everything, and before long I had a potato food mountain, topped finally with chili sauce, various yogurt dips, and last but not least, mayo and tomato sauce. So I hope you're still a little bit hungry, because this has got to be the most loaded potato I have ever seen in my life.
This exploded, this potato. So what did you put on side?
Everything. Oh, look at all that stuff. Try and get a bit of everything on this. But it's, yeah, impossible.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh man. The whole food pyramid is represented in this potato here.
It's a taste explosion in your head. Like there's so many different things that you can taste.
Every bite is a little bit different because there's so much stuff in this. And depending on where you get your bite from, it's different.
The potato is very nice.
It's like it's got that mashed potato consistency, but also like a cheesiness, so like a little bit of an extra texture to it. We particularly enjoyed the addition of pickled cabbage and the olives. I think with that potato and cheese and creaminess, you really need a little bit of zap in there, and that's exactly what that provided. As you can imagine, we needed to do some serious digesting after this, so we started our exploration of Istanbul. We went to the famous Galata Tower, up and down all of the hills. We went to this big shopping street with this tram running down the middle that we found quite funny that people would just hang onto the back of to hitch a ride. I have to say, I am really, really loving Istanbul. It gives me so many different like vibes from different cities I've been to. My first impression was it reminds me a little bit of Sydney actually, with the harbour there. Obviously it has the Asia side and the European side, and here it feels very European. But the day is not over. The day of eating is not over, because fun fact, it's actually Doug's birthday tomorrow. So he's going to be getting his hair procedure, his hair transplant done on his birthday. Yeah. So happy birthday to you. Your present is hair. So that means tonight I'm going to give you your birthday present. I'm taking Doug to a restaurant we've been wanting to eat at for a really, really long time. We are here at Nusret, Salt Bay's restaurant, and actually a few years ago we had a funny / embarrassing incident with this restaurant. We've been following him for years, so naturally when we went to Mykonos, I think like 5 years ago, back in 2018, we knew that he had or was going to open a restaurant there. So we made a reservation there like 6 months in advance, or like ages in advance, because we were like, yeah, we're gonna go, we're finally gonna be in a city that he has a restaurant. And then what happened?
And then we went there, and it's very expensive. Yeah?
So we opened up the menu, our jaws dropped, because the cheapest item on the menu was 60 euros for a burger.
We weren't expecting that, and also by the time they handed the menu to us, we already had like a big bottle of water on the table. And then we looked at the price, it's like, oh no, that's too much. That's way too much. Like, let's go somewhere else, because it's a lot of money. Like 60 euro for a burger.
So we walked out.
It's crazy.
We walked out.
But of course, we had to pay for the water first. And the water was like 10 euro.
Yeah.
Plain water. Not even sparkling.
Yeah.
You know how Germans like sparkling water? But still, now we're back.
Yeah, so I think we always said that we would come back when, I don't know, there was an occasion. It's Derek's birthday tomorrow, so I want to treat him to a lovely, lovely meal. We're going all out. We're getting entrees, mains, all the things. And I want to run you through this meal because it really was quite fantastic. This is our entree here, the beef carpaccio. So something you need to know about this restaurant is every course is a performance. Our waiter, who we got to know through the course of our meal, expertly assembled this before our eyes, dressed it with mustard, balsamic vinegar, and even cut it up and served it to us. Would you check this out? That looks incredible. This restaurant is known for its meat, and course number 1 did not disappoint.
I've never had carpaccio like that.
So tender, and I love the crunch inside. I'm not sure what it was, but he crunched something on top, and it's so crunchy, and the mustard gives it such a nice tang, and the balsamic also just like some acidity. Oh my god, that's so, so good. And I love that
he really put it together for us at the table. It was like almost a performance at our table, which I guess Salt Bay is kind of known for, you know, bringing it to the table and cutting it, and it's an experience.
And the excitement continued right into our main course. We ordered the spiced tenderloin cooked in butter and got such a surprise to find out who would be serving and preparing our dish, Salt Bay's brother. So yeah, as you can imagine, it was a performance from start to finish. Also, would you check out that meat? Oh my God. After it's cut up, it's gently caressed on a pan, covered in butter, and then in with more butter, and of course, the final Salt Bay touch.
Yes.
It was so cool. So after the meat was cooked to perfection, toasted baguette was added to the buttery pan, and in an unexpected turn of events, we were served quite literally a meat sandwich.
I mean, usually you have bread as the sandwich. It's very rare you see the other way around.
The meat was so tender, the knife just glided right through it.
You cannot get any softer, it's crazy.
Incredibly, the beef is softer than the bread inside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good flavor. You don't need to put anything on that. No sauce, no nothing. So good.
Even the side dishes are dramatic. We took the waiter's advice and got this deep fried onion to go with the meat.
It just goes so well with the flavors here. It's quite sweet, actually.
Such a special meal for us from the beginning right to the most epic birthday baklava cake at the end. We don't eat like this often, but whenever we have the chance, we are so grateful.
Happy birthday for tomorrow. I mean, you've got a big day ahead of you, so let's head to bed early.
Yes.
Get a good sleep.
Get good sleep.
And we'll see you in the morning. Here's the birthday boy. How are you feeling? Today's the day.
I feel very nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous.
It's crazy, I would have never thought that on my birthday I'm getting a hair transplant.
We are here. We have just arrived at Smile Hair Clinic. Oh my God.
Here we are.
It is dark out. You may think it's nighttime, but it's not. It's actually very early in the morning.
It is.
And the reason we're here so early is even though the Dirk is only getting a little bit done, I mean, he's got a nice head of hair here.
You don't know, maybe there's gonna be more.
But it takes quite some time, I've been told. You're going to be in there for what, 5-6 hours. So we're here nice and early. Also worth noting that we are working with Smile Clinic to make this video, and anyone who's interested in coming here and getting a similar procedure is actually going to get €100 off their treatment by using the code in my description. So you can check that out.
Cool. Let's do it.
I'm a bit nervous for you too.
So first step in the process was consulting with the surgeon to decide on a hairline, taking the proportions of the face into account so the line is as natural as possible.
Because of your scalp type, it's better.
So now is the time of the procedure that I've been most looking forward to, which is seeing Dirk's head shaved completely. So that is the next step. We are going to shave his head. And when I say we, I mean me. I get to be the one that does it, and I think we're going to have a bit of fun with this. I've never shaved anyone before. So do I do it like this way?
I guess.
Like this way?
Just do it.
Oh goodness. Oh my God. Maybe we need some professional help here.
I mean, Dirk has always been a facial expression king, but he really delivered today.
You look good.
Before long, his haircut was done and it was time for the procedure to begin.
Now it is time for Dirk to start his procedure. He's gonna get his anesthetic. Unfortunately, I can't be here to hold his hand. It's a medical procedure, so I've gotta go. Oh my gosh, my heart. So he's about to get his anesthetic. He's got to get anesthetic in his head so that it's numb, and then they're going to do a series of things.
What they're outlining here is the donor area. It's an area of hair on men that's less resistant to testosterone and hair loss. So they're actually going to extract the hair from that region and then replant it at the front. But because this is done hair by hair, it takes a really long time.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm finally done.
Oh my gosh, you poor thing.
After 6 hours.
How was it?
Good, very good. The anesthesia was a bit not the best, but after that everything went smoothly, no pain. Had a good team supporting, and great success.
We'll keep you updated on the progress, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week from China. Bye bye.